Hello everybody, this is AG here, and happy Thanksgiving once again. We're here for the second time today. Had a great Thanksgiving 500 earlier in the day. Once again, congratulations to Matthew Hubert on that huge victory over in the Coca-Cola Super Speedway this morning. Well, now it's back to business here for the Turkey Hill Truck Series drivers qualifying for tomorrow night's Menard's 225 here from the Chicagoland Speedway, a Black Friday tradition on this channel to be here in the Chicagoland area. And we're qualifying to see who gets that pole position and that bonus point, and will Blaine Keys keep that streak going? He has made every Fast Six here in the Turkey Hill Truck Series since Darlington. So, he's made it since Atlanta on for each of these events. Almost missed it last week at Road America, but he snuck his way in there right at the end. And this is definitely the type of track that fits in Blaine's wheelhouse, I'll tell you that much. So watch out for him as he gets out there. He is in Group A, since he has taken the points lead away from Nicholas Sambidio after that strong run to Road America. And Sambidio's misfortune is Igor Barreto having a little misfortune of his own, coming back down the pit lane. Not exactly what you want. If you're Barreto, 5th in points coming into this race, looking for his second win of the season. And we got ourselves quite a few heavy hitters in this first group. Blaine Keys back in Group A. Leonard Kochmer is here as well on the 39 machine. This is the kind of race I can see Leonard Kochmer winning tomorrow night. And, you know, he's been on the cusp of getting that first win of the season. Of the drivers, top 8 in points, he's the only driver who has yet to go to victory lane yet this year. We'll have to see if he can, in fact, pull it off here from the Chicagoland Speedway tomorrow night. Going to be a great opportunity for him, especially as he is the fastest driver as of now of the 5 drivers who have completed a full lap. Kochmer 29.345. Of course, another very chilly night here in the Chicagoland area, and that means it's going to be a very fast racetrack. And couple that with a very fast race truck, and you got Blaine Keys, who's already got the fastest time here in Group A. What a shocker right there. He's not going to leave us on the edge of our seat tonight like he did last week when he barely made it in to the Fast Six. But Kochmer going to come right back, take that fastest time back away from Blaine Keys, and the 39 machine back up top. And we'll have to see if he can hold on to it there. Blaine Keys just barely missed out on it. Roberto Crown Jr. to the 3rd spot, looking to make it in to yet another Fast Six for that team. Roberto Crown Jr. 11th in the point standings coming into this race. LJ Semedo has just gone to the top of the board under 29 seconds. How about that for our Daytona 500 champion? It looks like he might have gotten a pull off of Justin Zeidel, and that's what happened last week with Bruno Diacomo. And Bryce Egan has now gone to the 3rd position, and Blaine Keys is currently on the outside looking in. And just as I say that, he moves up to the 2nd position. And he didn't even have to pull off of someone ahead of him. It's like the instant I said that, the game knew we can't have Blaine Keys not in the Fast Six. But Kochmer's going to make it difficult for him. He just went above to 2nd. You still have Semedo as the fastest driver. A very quick lap there. Still the only driver under 29 seconds here in Group A. Those Dracoan trucks look pretty quick right now here in this session. It's not been a good season, especially for Semedo, who's 21st in points. Of course, our Daytona 500 champion from earlier this year. But once again, you know, Blaine's just barely made it into all these Fast Six shootouts as well. He qualifies 3rd in the group sessions each and every time. Uh-oh. Problem on the one machine. A tire down that will not affect his time. Keep that in mind. His time still stands regardless of what happens in the session. And, oh boy, he just got bumped out. Avery Alford to the top of the board in the 27 machine. And I think he's got a good pull. This is a track where drafting and the air comes into effect quite a bit. Now Nathan Stapleton has gone to the top of the board, and Blaine has fallen back to 5th. And folks, I do think it's safe to say that the streak is officially finally over here tonight for Blaine Keys, because he's not going to get back out there and get another lap in with his tire issue. Nathan Stapleton pulling off of Igor Barreto, Avery Alford, and LJ Semedo currently the top 3 quickest, and those 3 would be the 3 who make it on to the Fast Six the way we currently run. Not a surprise to see Stapleton run this well. Laura Chung to 4th. Blaine Keys going to fall even further back in the running order here, in the starting order, the way this is going. A great run there for Laura Chung, but not fast enough to get to LJ Semedo. How about Avery Alford? What a time out of the 27 machine right there. Stover Motorsports does have a solid program. They've had a lot of success with Roberto Crown Jr. Alford's 19th in points. Not too bad of a season, all things considered, right there for him. Only 2 top 10s on the year, but he has a good opportunity as Lord Chung just went to second, knocking out LJ Cimento. So we got some different names in this Fast 6 tonight here. Some different names. Alfred actually went back and beat Chung's time right there, but Laura is still in the top 3 right there. And Avery Alford is second quickest, 28.912. No one is close to Stapleton, though. A very quick time out of that 61 truck. And you know what? It's been a great month for Nathan Stapleton here. Looking at his 3rd win of the month tomorrow night. He's got a very good opportunity of doing that if he can win the pole. Nathan Stapleton, Avery Alford, Laura Chung make it onto the Fast 6. Blaine Keys is not going to be in the Fast 6 tonight. That is the first time Blaine Keys has missed the Fast 6 shootout since Labor Day weekend at the Darlington Raceway. It's been a while for that to be the case. Still going to be a very good starting position for Blaine, though, in the 11th position. But that is his worst starting position since Daytona, actually. He actually started in the top 10 at Darlington. That is the first time he has qualified outside the top 10 since Daytona this season, if he even finished outside the top 10 at Daytona. Blaine Keys has not been quite what we saw at the end of September, early October. I'm going to say that. Some of these teams have caught up to him, and, you know, it's starting to even out. And what an opportunity, once again, for Nicholas Sambadio. Of course, you know, it kind of all played out naturally. Blaine Keys had his issue at Iowa 2 weeks ago, and then Sambadio had his issue at Road America, and it kind of evened itself out right there. And, you know, now we got 18 points from Blaine to Sambadio. This could really get tight after tomorrow's race and only 4 races left. It's going to be fascinating to see if Blaine can, in fact, move his way up front, get another top 5 finish. Nathan Stapleton, Avery Alford, Laura Chung in the Fast 6. LJ Cimento will start 7th. Leonard Kochmer will start 9th. Blaine Keys will start 11th. Jack Haas will start 13th. Justin Zaidel will start 15th. Bryce Egan will start 17th. Aaron Abel will start 19th. Duncan Ward will start 21st. Jesse Turner will start 23rd. Roberto Crown Jr. will start 25th. Bruno Diacomo will start 27th. Philip Torres will start 29th. Edgar Breda will start 31st. Matthew Burnett will start 33rd. And Corey Case will start in the 35th position. No ties there either. Just want to make sure that this is one of those tracks where we could get ties. Those guys are right on each other right there. But Nathan Stapleton almost had 2/10 on Avery Alford there. That 61 is quick. Watch out for him. All right, let's see who joins these guys here in Group B from the Chicagoland Speedway. All right, history made right there. Feels like it. It has been nearly 3 months since Blaine Keys has not been in the Fast 6 here in the Turkey Hill Truck Series. That's hard to believe that he is not going to be in it. It was Avery Alford with the surprise run in there, and then Laura Chung and Nathan Stapleton joining him in the Fast 6. We'll see who else ends up joining those drivers here as we get to Group B. Nicholas Sambadio, of course, in the session. So is Thomas Troxel, Rogel and Ludovic Charette. And, man, last week and even earlier today, Ludovic Charette did not have a good run at all in that Thanksgiving 500. Mechanical issue that essentially took her out of contention. Though I did think she finished the race. Just multiple laps down earlier this morning. We also got our Thanksgiving 500 champion in this session, Matthew Hubert. I'm sure he'd love to win the pole here tonight and just double down on this wonderful day that he's had. Caleb Rose had a wonderful ride this morning in that Thanksgiving 500. Getting sent around multiple times. The only driver to flip at Coca-Cola Super Speedway in that one. And, you know, it's not been the best of seasons for Caleb. And I say that, he's 12th in points. So what am I talking about? He's actually had a pretty good year. Though he has only finished top 5 once this season and top 10 4 times. And I said last week, there's really only about 8 or 9 guys that can go out and win a race each and every week here in the Turkey Hill Truck Series. You know, you look at the top 8 in points, and those are your 8 guys, essentially. Now, Fitzwater, Stapleton, Monaco do have those win scores. Fitzwater won Daytona at the early part of the season. Stapleton actually has been good enough to win races. And then Eric Monaco last week, what a run for him there at Road America, getting that race victory. Definitely a surprise win. We did not expect Monaco to go to victory lane, though he has qualified very well this season. Great to see that for TP Motorsports and Eric Monaco, but totally different type of racetrack here tonight, I should say. And I don't think we'll see Monaco back in victory lane tomorrow night. But hey, stranger things have happened. It'll be a strange race. This is a very strange racetrack. Definitely the wild card mile and a half, if you know what I mean. It's always been the wild card mile and a half racetrack that we've had on the schedule for many years, though they do not race here in real life anymore. We've been here since the beginning of the channel back in 2015. We absolutely love this place, and it is a fun racetrack. We're going to have a fun race tomorrow night for 38 laps in the Menards 225. Caleb Rowe still quickest. No pull for him right now. Jeffrey Finguy pulling off of Ludovic Charette right here. That's not a bad driver to be pulling off of right there. Skep Silver now with the fastest time in the 06 machine. Good run there for Skep Silver. And Skep Silver just quietly found himself top 10 in points late in the season here. Joe Rutkowski, top of the board in the 36 machine. This is the driver who was second in points at the end of the season last year. And currently sits 28th in the standings, one top 10. It has not been a good season for Joe Rutkowski in Millennium Motorsports. That is for sure. But Joe Rutkowski has a good opportunity at pulling a Nathan Stapleton or Eric Monaco tomorrow night if he can get a good starting position for this race. I do feel like if you get that truck up front, there might be some potential right there, though I don't think this team is as strong as they were last year. Brian Webb is second quickest there for Webb Racing Enterprises. And that's another driver, 30th in points for Brian Webb. It's the driver who won a race last year. Has not found much success at all this season, though he does have 3 top 10s and a top 5 on the year so far. It's Rutkowski, Skep Silver, and now Rogel Dorn, the third quickest driver. And Nicholas Sambidio struggling out there. And he is 12th quickest right now. That is not what Sambidio needs. And outside of Iowa, he has really struggled in qualifying. Didn't have the best of runs at Road America, and they got caught behind in that race when he got the wreck that occurred in Turn 5 for him right there. That's what set him back in that race, though. He rebounded fairly well, all things considered, but he's got to go for it now. He's got to finish ahead of Blaine Keys tomorrow night, or otherwise his chance at the championship might be over, which is hard to say, hard to imagine, considering that he was the points leader going into last week's race. But right now, not looking too good for Sambidio here in qualifying. Still down in 14th, trying to chase down Rogel Dorn, Joe Rutkowski, and Skep Silver. Rogel's got a quick truck. Of course, our last mile and a half racetrack was won by Rogel Dorn at the Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Christian Vargas and Derek Hamill. And I think Vargas pulled right off of Hamill, who has a really quick truck right there. And you know, it's so amazing. This 51 has been wired into qualifying so much better than the 23 this season. Though Sambidio has had a significantly better season. Derek Hamill, 32nd in the championship standings, but he still has a better average qualifying run than Sambidio does this season. Logan Williams has just gone to second, and Logan Williams does like this place. This is a very good racetrack for him, especially in the IndyCar Series. He's always run very well when the IndyCar Series has come here. But Logan Williams trying to rebound after what happened last week, and his brother trying to do the same. Andrew Williams to second. Did that pull Sambidio any closer? Because Sambidio is right behind him. Sambidio is 12th right now. That'd be 24th starting position for Sambidio if that ended up being the case. Not necessarily what he needs going into this one, but both the Williams brothers, again, looking to make it into the Fast Six. They came close last week at Road America. This is still a home racetrack for them as well. Maybe not as close to home, but still not too far for these guys. And, like I said, after they both went off in the carousel at the same exact time last week in that race, I know they would love to go for the pole, and they both will. Rogel Dorn, Andrew Williams, and Logan Williams gonna make it into the Fast Six and join Stapleton, Avery Alford, and Laura Chung. Nicholas Sambidio is going to be starting 24th. He had an opportunity to start ahead of Blaine Keys, and now he is going to be starting 6 rows behind Blaine in tomorrow's race. Ludovic Charette on the 8th row right there. Not necessarily the best run for her in this session. So you got Rogel Dorn, Andrew Williams, and Logan Williams joining Nathan Stapleton, Avery Alford, and Laura Chung. Stapleton still with the quickest time in the group session, so he's got the fastest time as of right now. Christian Vargas will start 8th. Derek Hamill will start 10th. Joe Rutkowski will start 12th. Eric Monaco will start 14th. Ludovic Charette will start 16th. Skep Silver will start in the 18th position. Brian Webb will start 20th. Andrew Miller will start 22nd. Nicholas Sambadia will start 24th. Jeffrey Finguy will start 26th. Emily DeBenedetti will start 28th. We didn't even get to mention Hubert in this session. Of course, won earlier today in the Thanksgiving 500. He will start in the 30th starting position. Caleb Rose will start 32nd. Zachary Fitzwater will start in 34th. And what happened? Troxell's going to start ahead of Fitzwater. They actually tied at the back there, so Troxell's going to start 34th, and Zachary Fitzwater will start 36th in tomorrow's race. That was not a good run from Troxell at all. Yikes. You just never know what you're going to get here in the Turkey Hill Truck Series, especially at a track like this. All right, let's get to the Fast Six. Logan Williams going to lead us off here for Menard's 225 qualifying. Let's see who wins the pole here from Chicagoland. And here we go. To start the Fast Six, we're going to have ourselves, only unless Logan Williams wins the pole, a new pole sitter here in the Turkey Hill Truck Series this season. Not only that, Grattan Industries was just locked out of the Fast Six. That's the first time that has happened all season. So, the Grattan non-believers rejoice here tonight. We're gonna have an interesting Fast Six session right here, because any of these six guys can get it done. Here we go. Logan Williams in the 72 machine going to start his fast lap. 177 across the line for him. He's already won 2 poles this season, though. Those came early on in the season at Darlington and Atlanta. And struggles have definitely been very well documented for this team this season, though they have turned around quite a bit this month. Of course, Stavelin's won 2 races. He's the fastest driver leading into this Fast Six here at Chicagoland. Logan has been the second driver on this team so far this season, but he's got an opportunity to shine tomorrow night. He's going to set the benchmark 29.537. We'll see how that ends up shaking up here. Our next driver in line, Laura Chung in the 4 machine. And Laura Chung next in line here in the number 4 machine. This is actually her first Fast Six of the season. I actually had to create a new car list for her. Didn't even realize that. I thought she had made a Fast Six, but maybe I was getting that confused with her runner-up finish at Atlanta when she barely lost out to Nicholas Samuel. She's got a good opportunity at starting on the pole tomorrow night and getting her first win on the channel in almost 2 years. She dominated this series 2 years ago, was runner-up to Sebastian Kukulon in the championship that season, and wants to rebound here tonight. She's had a solid season so far. I believe she is 9th in the championship standings. I don't have that up right now. And we'll see how her time compares to Logan Williams right here. Going down the 170. I think she's got a bit more speed than Logan did on his run. And the 4 of Laura Chung looking really quick right here. She is going to be faster than Logan Williams, and by about a 10th right there. 29.429 for Laura Chung there. She is now fastest here in Menard's 225 qualifying. And here we go for Andrew Williams now in the number 11 machine for Broke Boys Garage. He's made a couple of Fast Six shootouts. Has shown some flashes of brilliance. By the way, Laura Chung is in fact 9th in the point standings, so she has had a pretty good season. She could actually win the pole here tonight. 29.429. That's what Andrew Williams is looking to beat right here. I would watch out for the number 61, though. He's our last driver out there, Nathan Stapleton. He has a very good chance of winning this pole. Here we go for Andrew Williams coming across the line. 179 across the line. Logan really did have a slow lap right there. We'll have to see what Andrew can do right here in comparison. Going to minimize 171 in turns 1 and 2 right there. Going down the backstretch, trying to pick up as much time as he can, as much speed as he can. Barely tapped 196, going to minimize 168. And I think Laura Chung's still going to have a faster time. Across the line here for Andrew Williams. It is going to be a 29.573. He will be 3rd of the 3 drivers who have gone out so far. So Logan's going to beat Andrew here today in Chicagoland qualifying. Avery Alford making the Fast Six late in the season here for Stover Motorsports. And you know, we saw an upset winner last week at Road America. Why not another one? Alford's actually had a much better season than Eric Monaco has up to this point. And we will have to see what Alfred can do here, trying to beat a 29.429 set by Laura Chung right there in the number 4. She had a pretty quick truck right there. After Alfred, we got ourselves Rogaldorn and Nathan Stapleton, and I feel like both of those drivers are going to have a very good opportunity. Avery Alford just not quite with the pace across the line right there to really take it to anyone who's gone out yet in this session. Minimizing 170, so he's really going to have to fly it in the 3 and 4 if he's going to have any chance right here. And just not quite hitting the speed that Laura Chung hit. And hit 169 right there. He might actually have an opportunity at getting Andrew Williams, though. Andrew was pretty slow there through 3 and 4. Avery Alford, yeah, he was just too slow that whole way around. There's just no getting to him. 29.636 for Avery Alford. Rogaldorn and Nathan Stapleton, last 2 drivers here in the Fast 6 from Chicagoland. And here we go for Rogaldorn in the 98 machine. And this actually could be our pole sitter. Of course, like I mentioned earlier, last time we were on the 1.5 miles, Rogaldorn went to victory lane at the Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Of course, that was a little over a month ago when we had that race, but he was very fast there. This is a similar type racetrack. Difficult to pass on, and a lot of grip going around this place in certain parts. But it's also, you know, not a super high grip track. It's very unique, very unique. But I think it fits Rogaldorn style very well. 179 across the line, so pretty quick going across the line right there for Rogel. Needs to beat a 29.429. Of course, an affiliated truck right there at Heritage Motorsports that he's trying to beat, so very similar equipment right there. And he's picking up the speed down the backstretch right here. Did you know it's not actually a backstretch? Second week in a row with a Marty Reed joke. I did that on purpose, by the way. Cross the line for Rogaldorn. A lot of speed right there. Will it be enough? Yes, it will. Rogaldorn at the top of the board, and only one driver left. That's Nathan Stapleton. We'll see what he can do on the 98 machine here at the Chicagoland Speedway. And Nathan Stapleton, I gotta say, I've been waiting for these guys to get out of the pit lane all night. Nathan just went right out there. I didn't even have to wait. Thank you, my good man. He did something. He did something in the, he stayed out. He stayed out in the Thanksgiving 500 earlier. Played a little strategy. I don't know. I can't remember. I recorded that race last night, so it's still relatively fresh in my memory. But he did something where we were calling him out last night. I can't remember. Or this morning. This morning, I should say, when you guys saw that race. All right, last driver out here, and I hate to say it, but Nathan is not going to win the pole. There's no speed across the line in comparison to Rogaldorn. And how about this for Trackhouse Racing? It's going to be 2 straight poles for this team. Bruno Diacomo got it last week, right at the end. It did not go well for Diacomo in that race. But Rogaldorn in the 98 machine, a lot of speed there for Trackhouse Racing. Though Stapleton may actually have a shot here. A lot more speed on the second end here, so don't write it down quite yet. But he didn't quite have enough speed going at the beginning of that lap there, and it's going to be 3rd quickest for Nathan Stapleton. Still a great starting position there for the Triad Racing driver. Rogaldorn and Laura Chung on the front row for the Menards 225 here at Chicagoland. Let's show you guys the starting lineup, a debrief here from the Chicagoland Speedway. All right, what a qualifying night. What a day. What a day that we have had here. Of course, had the Thanksgiving 500 this morning. And what a race that was. Congratulations once again to Matthew Hubert for getting that 10th running of the Thanksgiving 500 this morning. Tonight, it's Rogaldorn celebrating with the pole in the Menards 225. And how about the Grattan affiliated trucks getting locked out of the Fast 6 as well? That is the first time that has happened, maybe all season. Very surprising there. Rogaldorn, Laura Chung on the front row tomorrow night. Nathan Stapleton and Logan Williams in row number 2. Andrew Williams and Avery Alford in row number 3. Then it's LJ Semedo and Christian Vargas in row number 4. Leonard Kochmer and Derek Campbell in row 5. Blaine Keys and Joe Rutkowski in row 6. Jack Haas and Eric Monaco in row 7. Justin Zidell, Ladovic Strutt in row 8. Bryce Egan and Skep Silver in row 9. Aaron Abel and Brian Webb in row 10. Duncan Ward and Andrew Miller in row 11. Jesse Turner, Nicholas Samedeo in row 12. Not a good starting position for Samedeo, trying to get the Blaine Keys in the points. Kochmer's actually going to have a good opportunity closing back in. You got Roberto Crown Jr. and Jeffrey Finguy in row 13. Bruno Giacomo and Emily De Benedetti in row 14, Philip Torres and Matthew Hubert in row 15, Igor Barreto and Caleb Rose in row 16, Matthew Burnett and Thomas Troxel in row 17, Corey Case and Zachary Fitzwater in row 18. Laura Chung's on the front row, and her teammate Zachary Fitzwater is in the last row. That's fascinating right there. Very unique and interesting qualifying session here tonight on this Thanksgiving evening. Hope you had a wonderful day, and hope you continue to have a wonderful day here on this Thanksgiving Day. And tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, right here on AG The Channel on Black Friday, it's the Menards 225. Only 4 races left to go in the season, and Rogel Dorn will be leading us to the green flag for the 15th event of the year. Thank you guys so much for watching once again. Congratulations to Rogel Dorn and his pole. I had it. Thought I had it. And I will see you guys later.